Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
Hi, this is Kieran here with Brutally Delicious, reviewing Dream Unending and Worm's 2023 split album, Starpath. In my mind, the thing that makes any split album a true success is how the bands mesh, sonically or thematically, and what they can both bring to the table. When I heard about these artists connecting, I couldn't have been more excited, and I was intrigued to hear how two bands with such distinct sounds and visions would work together. Luckily, Starpath proves to be a formidable sum of its equally eclectic, astral parts. 20 Buck Spin is a label that has garnered a lot of attention lately, and with good reason. They've become a benchmark for forward-thinking, modern death metal, representing bands that fit all across the wide metallic lexicon. From bands flying the blood-soaked old-school banner like Torture Rack and Ascended Dead, to innovative bands that push the boundaries of the genre. Dream Unending and Worm are two of the best examples of bands using a left-of-field approach to carve a sound that's distinctly their own. I think it's important to note that both Worm and Dream Unending consist of two members. Worm is the brainchild of multi-instrumentalist Phantom Slaughter, however he's enlisted other musicians across his albums. It's very impressive how massive both bands sound, as the production allows the grand-scale compositions to shine without losing any grit, and the band's contributions blend seamlessly. Dream Unending is a band that manages to blend crushing, despondent death doom with some of the most serene soundscapes I've heard in metal, melding the two impossibly well. The heavy bludgeons heavier, and the ambient passages float effortlessly. The vocals take a back seat to the instrumentation in the mix, but the cavernous growls still sound powerful and commanding. The lead work showcased by both bands is top-notch, whether it be the tasty, jazz-infused motifs of Dream Unending or Worm's shrieking solo work. The virtuosity on display never comes across as self-indulgent and only serves the gloomy backdrop. So Many Chances, the opening track by Dream Unending, and notably the longest on the project, lays a monolithic platform for the rest of the album. We get crunchy death doom riffs, shimmering jazz fusion-inspired sections, and acoustic guitar that wouldn't feel out of place in an Opeth song or a Diablo video game. The contrast between heavy and light paves the way for the ensuing 4 tracks. Both bands exercise a patience in their songwriting that really gives a sense of progression, and there's an ebb and flow to the chaos and calm, with no side ever wearing out its welcome. With the shortest track exceeding 6 minutes, each song is given room to breathe and build. The whole split is generally quite slow in pace, as both bands like to wade in the doomy end of the death metal pool, and this is only a strength, as the few sections of more traditional blistering black metal are injected to great effect. This amalgam is possibly a taste of what's to come on Worm's upcoming project, announced as a 100% Black Doom album. Very exciting stuff. Now, Worm are coming off their 2022 EP Blue Nothing, the follow-up to their third full-length Foreverglade, released the previous year. 2 tracks from this EP were written during the Foreverglade sessions and mirror the disembowelment-style death doom approach the band has become known for. The following 2 tracks, however, teased a new style that showed a clear experimentation beyond their established sound. This change has figuratively propelled them from the murky Floridian swamps high into the cosmic realms without losing an ounce of the band's identity. This sound has been fleshed out even more in this split, as the atmosphere is amped up and the musicianship is pushed further than ever before. Worm has always utilised synthesizers effectively in their sound, and this album is no exception. The ghostly organs and synthetic chanting are layered within the arrangements to elevate the sense of gothic grandeur without ever feeling cheesy or distracting, and the sinister atmosphere evokes something akin to Dracula lamenting in his cathedral in space. Phantom Slaughter has always had a penchant for theatrical black metal visuals, and this is reflected in the morose yet epic direction on this album. The sense of drama is quite infectious, and the dreary yet mystical arrangements only magnify that. Atmosphere is one of the biggest takeaways from the split personally, as both Dream Unending and Worm have perfected the art of sonic world building, really inviting the listener to become immersed in their fantasy. Sometimes I want to be hit in the face by extreme music, and sometimes I want to use it as an escape, and luckily Starpath provides the best of both worlds. All in all, both bands have used this opportunity to create something truly memorable, giving a taste of what's to come from them respectively, while providing one of 2023's most compelling albums. Starpath rewards both focused listening as well as just sitting back and letting the moody celestial wave wash over you. This is my first review for the Brutally Delicious team, and I just wanted to thank them for having me on board. I'm sure you'll be hearing from me a lot more this year, and hopefully next time my voice will be a bit less craggy. Cheers.